Good afternoon, folks. Drew here with Parkway RV with another great Class A value. And today we're looking at a 2014 Fleetwood Southwind, model number 32VS, 33-foot, 2-slide for $69,900. I believe this one 31,000 miles. I believe that's what this one has on. And to start off, I just have to make the comment. Now I know I've said, black and silver, was just one of my favorite color schemes for full body paint. This has got to be another one right here. With the silver, with, I'm going to call that pewter. I believe that's a color you could call it. And it's just gorgeous. And that's a lot of the reason why we have it sitting right here. As soon as you pull in our parking lot, it's going to be about staring you in the face. With the beautiful 22.5 alloy wheels. Inside storage. Plenty of storage. And you'll see that on the other side as well too. Has the 5500, Onan 5500 generator. And it is on 50 amp service. 5,000 pound hitch. And again, just every angle you look at this, it's just a great looking coach. Plenty of storage. Plenty of storage. Now we'll just have to kind of walk around so we can go inside, but that's all right. I can give you all another look at it. It is on the Ford F53 chassis with 362 horsepower, 6.8 liter V10 with the 5-speed torque shift transmission. And over here, as you see, it has a 34,000 BTU, 34,000 BTU furnace, Atwood Dometic, along with the 10-gallon. I think I'd learn to check these first. 10-gallon Atwood Dometic. Which I get asked by customers and stuff every now and then, what's better, Suburban or Atwood Dometic. And honestly, it's either or. I prefer the Atwood Dometics because if you do have to do service to them or work on them or anything, well, that's for the furnaces. For the hot water heaters, they're pretty interchangeable. You have your Suburban, which has an anode rod, and then you have your Atwood Dometic, since they don't have an anode rod, since they're going to be aluminum tanks, whereas the Suburbans are glass line steel. But pretty much, they're pretty interchangeable. They both do the same job. And as far as the furnaces, and that's a question I've been asked too, between Atwood Dometic and Suburban. Personally, I like an Atwood Dometic. They're just easier to work on. Suburbans aren't bad. I'm not saying Suburbans are bad to work on, but that's just something from some of my customers, if I'm ever working on one out in the field or anything. Something I've been asked a time or two. And like I've said before, with Fleetwood, you get just a spacious amount for, what they give you. You have your dinette, folds down to a bed. Then your couch falls down into a bed also. And it does have the flex steel seats, which, if you got to put some miles in one of these, you about can't beat a flex steel. I've driven thousands of miles in a flex steel seat. And it's always been comfortable. You've got the big 1200 series Norcold, 12 cubic foot. You have your Atwood Dometic, 3-burner cooktop with range. You have your Whirlpool microwave, Corian countertops, no flaking, no peeling, everything's still in great shape. And for $69.9 and for the year and what you get, there's a lot here for that price. Microwave, bathroom, bedroom. Good closet space. And folks, again, I know there's a lot of you. I mean, there might be some people get kind of sick of me saying the word storage over and over. But I'm going to do my best to show you everything that I can about it. Storage-wise, at least. Queen size bed. Nice spacious shower. And folks, once again, and you know, these Southwinds, which really, you can just about ask me about any drivable motorhome and I can tell you about how it's going to handle going down the road. I mean, you name it, I've driven it. And when I say I've driven it, I've gone multiples, hundreds of miles. You know, and like I've said before with the Fleetwood, I've never had really any big major issues with driving them. You know, everything's always been good. They've always rode good going down the road. You know, and that's just one thing that I personally myself I look at too. On top of, you know, how easy everything is to get to, or what options or floor plans or anything have, you know, that's about half the battle. You know, that's about half of it. You really want a good chassis combination in it too. Which really, and it comes down to honestly, you're going to have your Ford guys, you're going to have your Chevrolet guys. You got your Ford guys who are also going to say, you know, the V10 is the better option with the F53 chassis. And you're going to have your Chevy guys say the 8.1 V8 is going to be better with the workhorse chassis. And they're both great options. They really are. I've driven them both back more than I can honestly count, and you know, there's not really a rhyme or reason to how they're going to do. For the most part, they do good. I've had some that have drove back great. I've had some that drove back meh. But for the most part, they're both solid chassis options, and you really can't go wrong with either one of them. And being that I have driven my fair share of Southwinds, I can also tell you this will be one that is going to go down the road good. You know, Fleetwood usually makes a pretty good solid motorhome. I can't complain on them. But folks, if this isn't one you're interested in, we have upwards of 150 used RVs on the lot, and it changes daily. And I know I keep saying that, but that's one of those things that I'm going to keep on stressing on, because the amount of stuff we get in just, sometimes it's just staggering. We do keep a good variety, and if it's, you know, if you're not necessarily looking for a Class A, if you just want to look at a variety of stuff, we keep everything from travel trailers, fifth wheels, gas or A classes, diesel pushers, small trailers. We keep a variety of everything. You have a lot of dealerships that'll just cater to one specific brand, maybe one specific type. We don't do that. And it is haggle-free pricing, no dealer fees, no dock fees, no surprises, anything like that. The price on the windshield, that's the price we're wanting for it. And if it isn't something you're looking for, and we don't have anything, well, if it is something you're looking for, I apologize. I'm sorry, folks. It's warm in these things. I've been walking up and down the parking lot here doing videos, and it's unseasonably warm out here right now. We've gone for about 35, 40 degrees upwards, and it's probably about 85 or 90 in these campers. And you combine that with going through these and sitting in them and everything and reading up, and kind of lose your train of thought whenever you get hot. But if it is something you're looking for, then contact our salesman. We'll deliver to you nationwide. It's been Drew Parkway. Hit that like, subscribe. We'll see you later.